Please adhere to YouTube select guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be drinking an Everclear and Dr. Pepper for the first time to keep the doctor away for another day. As we all know, Dr. Pepper is a licensed physician. As such, by drinking Dr. Pepper today, I do think I have an excuse to, well, not go see the doctor for another day. I have been getting a lot of calls recently from the doctor's office I visited last. They're saying, hey, you're like 2 years overdue for a checkup. We really should be checking your liver, your lungs, your heart, all of those sorts of things, but I don't want to go to the doctor's office. In fact, I flat out refuse to go to the doctor's office because honestly, I'd much rather sit out on my back porch drinking some alcohol than go to the doctor. The doctor might not appreciate it if I am sitting there in the doctor's office smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, frankly put, and I don't want to have to put myself through not being able to do that. As such, I have decided to avoid going to the doctor for a very long time. I should probably go to the doctor, but I'm not going to. And so to have an excuse to put off going to the doctor for even just another day, I've decided to have an Everclear and Dr. Pepper for the first time. Dr. Pepper, I would have to say these days, is my favorite soda. And I think it's going to mix pretty dang well with Everclear, in my opinion at least. That's just my personal guess. But will it actually? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Was that all I wanted to say for the intro? Yeah. Overall, I'm pretty excited for this experience, I will acknowledge. Now with the intro of this video covered, let's go ahead and quickly cover everything I have with me today to make this drink I'm going to be enjoying for the very first time. As far as my Everclear goes, I have some Everclear 151 proof alcohol with an ABV of 75.5%, making it very strong, if I do say so myself. There's some good stuff I've been enjoying lately, especially with soda, I will acknowledge. As far as my Dr. Pepper goes, I have a big, 16 fluid ounce can of Dr. Pepper from Dollar Tree with me today. This is a classic American high fructose corn syrup variety of Dr. Pepper, and I quite enjoy Dr. Pepper in the can, to be precise. I find the carbonation to be just right, frankly put. That's the Dr. Pepper I have with me today. And of course, I have a glass with me as well that I'm going to be mixing everything up into. And in specific, I have my Crown Royale glass with me today. I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and grab myself just a quick thumbnail real quick before we go any further into the video. And then after that, I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and pour myself a drink and actually get to drinking. Now, shouldn't I? But first off, let's grab myself just the tiniest bit of a thumbnail real quick. What are we thinking? Something like that? Ooh, could be good. Maybe I'll go like that a little bit. There we go. That could work. You know, gotta grab the perfect thumbnail, of course. Perfect thumbnail. Might have grabbed a little bit more of a thumbnail than I really needed, in all honesty, but I just kind of kept it going because I thought it was going to be amusing, and I do still think it was kind of amusing to keep the thumbnail going for just a little bit longer than honestly necessary. Had to do it, you know what I'm saying? Had to do it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get my bottle of Everclear all opened up, and let's go ahead, smell it real quick. Smells like medicine grape alcohol, very strong, but pretty good. If I do say so myself, let's go and pour myself a little bit into my glass, I do think. Let's see, something like that much for my first drink. I'm thinking that much for my first drink will do. You know, I want to start light and work my way up. So if this isn't enough for me with this first drink, And if this is a solid drink with this amount of Everclear, I might bump up the amount for the next one. Overall, how well do I think Dr. Pepper is going to pair with Everclear? Frankly put, I think it's going to pair fantastically. I think the taste of the Everclear is just going to disappear completely into the flavor of the Dr. Pepper. I've had a whiskey and Dr. Pepper before. Really good in my personal opinion. So I think this is going to be really good as well. But there's only one way to find out. So let's go ahead and fill up the rest of my glass with some Dr. P. And, well, let's go and smell my beverage real quick. Yep, I'm really not smelling any Everclear at all. It really is only Dr. Pepper, I will acknowledge. Well, I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get this drink going. And I should probably go ahead and take a sip and find out just how this mixed drink actually is for the very first time. How will an Everclear and Dr. Pepper actually be for the very first time? And will drinking this drink keep the doctor away for another day? Well, Dr. Pepper's a licensed physician. Hopefully, Dr. Pepper will do a good job of chasing my doctor away for another day. But there's only one way to find out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a sip, and let's find out just how this drink actually is. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a little bit of Everclear in the very background, but honestly, it's so smooth. And while I can definitely tell that there is a very slight bit of Everclear there, it's so smooth and it's so indiscernible that it really doesn't matter, honestly. I just feel like I'm sipping on normal Dr. Pepper right now, frankly put. Everclear does, in my opinion, a very good job of just dissipating into most things, frankly put. As long as there's a good amount of flavor and a good amount of carbonation to the soda you're mixing into Everclear, generally speaking, Everclear makes for a great base for a mixed drink, frankly put, because it just dissipates so well into the flavor of whatever mixer you're using. Certainly there are scenarios where that isn't the case, in cases where the mixer has a very light flavor or not a lot of carbonation, for example, but with enough carbonation and enough of a flavor, it's a good mixed drink. And let me tell y'all what, Dr. Pepper has enough carbonation and enough flavor, that really nice sort of sweet brown sugar, sort of caramel molasses, slightly spicy, slightly fruity sort of flavor from the Dr. Pepper is just very much overwhelming. The sort of medicine grape sort of taste of the Everclear, in my personal opinion. And overall, a solid drink. This is a very solid beverage, if I do say so myself. Yeah, absolutely no complaints. Initial impressions. Is an Everclear and Dr. Pepper a solid drink to have on a nice day like today, and just in general? I'm going to have to say it is. I'm going to have to say this is a very solid drink to have, if I do say so myself. Frankly put, yeah, this is a pretty dang good mixed drink. No complaints. Yeah. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Is it as good as an Everclear and Pepsi, or an Everclear and Coca-Cola? It's hard to say as to whether it is or isn't right now, just simply due to the fact that I haven't had a second drink yet. I think I need a second drink with a little bit more Everclear to really be able to say for sure. But what I can say right now is that I'm enjoying it. What I can say right now is that I'm enjoying this drink, and that I am starting to get a little bit of a buzz. The caffeine, the sugar, and the alcohol. So I'll combine it into one. Starting to hit just a little bit. It hasn't even been probably 4 minutes since I took my first sip, but I am already starting to get just the slightest bit of an alcohol buzz, and excuse me, I do enjoy my alcohol buzzes, so I really can't complain, frankly put. Not very solid. Very solid, if I do say so myself. In fact, thoroughly enjoyable. Thoroughly enjoyable. I quite like this. I will acknowledge my favorite soda these days has been Dr. Pepper. It's been so good to me, in fact. Dr. Pepper has been so good to me, in fact. Not only with just generally just sort of taking care of my health and making sure that I'm staying healthy and everything like that kind of thing, but also just in just being a really good soda. Dr. Pepper has been fantastic to me, and it's been so good to me that I honestly have been trying to limit how much Dr. Pepper I drink, because when I find a drink that I like and I really like it, and while I've always enjoyed Dr. Pepper, for some reason I just didn't enjoy it as much throughout my life as I am enjoying it right now. Maybe my taste buds changed recently or something like that kind of thing, or maybe they just matured. I mean, like, for example, when I was younger, I used to love root beer kind of thing, but honestly, these days, I don't mind drinking root beer, but it's not nearly as enjoyable of a drink as it used to be for me kind of thing. Whereas, like, I used to be like, yeah, I like Dr. Pepper, but it's not like my favorite thing to go for all the time. Whereas now, if I'm just like looking at the soda selection and I want a soda for just drinking straight or for a mixer, I'm like, I want some Dr. Pepper. Like, that's just what's calling my name, frankly put. I don't know what they're putting in it these days. Maybe they are putting some nicotine in it or something like that. I'm not sure, but but I do quite like my Dr. Pepper these days, and yeah, I don't know. It's just been like a drink. I have a habit where if I find a drink I really like, I'll drink it so much that I almost don't like it anymore, or that I almost don't want to drink it anymore. So it's like, if I find a drink I really like, I kind of have to mentally stop myself from having that drink all the time. Because if I have that drink all the time, then eventually I know if I have that drink on like a super regular basis, I'm just not going to enjoy it as much as I used to. So I've been kind of trying to limit myself with Dr. Pepper recently. I guess is kind of what I was trying to say. I'm getting a little bit buzzed, but yeah, no, this is a good drink, and I wanted some Dr. Pepper today. I wanted some sugar. I wanted some caffeine. I wanted some alcohol today, and I'm having a great time, frankly put. Yeah, no complaints on my behalf overall. No complaints on my behalf overall, and you know, I think I'm going to add in another drink to the mix. Some people might not call this a drink, but I do, because you sip away on it. That's what I'm saying. Should I add a laugh track to this portion of the video? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? Not exactly sure. Could be amusing to do that. But of course, if I do add a laugh track to this portion of the video, I have to make sure that I have like oddly long gaps between like funny phrases kind of thing. So, what's a funny phrase I could just say right off the bat? Well, let me go and finish off my drink first. So what's a funny phrase I could say? 6'7". Six, 7. And there we go. We're just going to cut the laugh track right there. No more of the video will have a laugh track now. But I was just like thinking last night, I was like, it would be like, honestly, kind of odd. Like, I don't know how like sitcoms in the 90s recorded laugh tracks. Like, I don't know if they were... Like, was there actually a live audience for a lot of the sitcoms that had, like, laugh tracks and stuff like that kind of thing? Like, I know that's the idea, but was that actually the case? Excuse me. For, like, a lot of the sitcoms and stuff like that kind of thing. Because it's like, if I was an actor in a sitcom, Well, I'm just thinking about it. I guess, like, if you're an actor in a sitcom and you know there's going to be a laugh track, you're going to, like, just normally leave gaps in between funny phrases that you know are going to be used for the laugh track. And so there's going to be, like, an oddly, like, I just remember watching, like, one clip on YouTube, and it was, like, Seinfeld, but with the laugh tracks edited out. And it was just the most awkward, hilarious stuff ever. And I was like, bro, this is so funny. Like, it's so awkward because they're just standing there in silence for like 30 seconds. And it's just like, I was like thinking in my head for some reason when I started talking about this, that like, how do you leave a gap for the perfect time for the laugh track? But like, if you're recording the laugh track afterwards, you just record to length kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, like, I guess laugh tracks are way more simple than I really thought they were, as long as you have the ability to just get a laugh track for however long you need it to be, I suppose. Yeah. Either way, I was just kind of thinking last night, I was like, it would be kind of amusing to like put a laugh track on a video or something like that. And so I was like, let's put a little bit of a laugh track just for like part of this video today. Thought that would be amusing. I still think it's amusing, and I'll have to see if I actually do that in editing or not. It's going to be awkward if I didn't. But also really funny, I still feel like. So, yeah. I'm getting sidetracked, though. I want another drink, so I'm going to have another drink. I'm going to pour a little bit more Everclear into this one than the last one. Is that a little bit more? I would say that's a little bit more. I would say that's a little bit more Everclear in my personal opinion. So let's go with that. And let's fill up the rest of my glass with some more Dr. Pepper. And I really don't have much Dr. Pepper left. I think maybe enough for like 1/4 of a drink after this one. So I'm glad I added in more Everclear because I think I'm definitely going to be feeling good after this drink. Yeah, maybe getting a little bit of alcohol from this one, but it's so mild. Really, the main smell, once again, is just that Dr. Pepper. No, honestly, it's all Dr. Pepper. There's really no alcohol smell. Well, let's go and take a sip and find out just how this mixed drink actually is. This mixed drink in specific that's made with more Everclear than the last one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, honestly, I gotta admit, Dr. Pepper does a fantastic job of covering up the flavor of Everclear. And, yeah, I wasn't sure with that first drink. If Dr. Pepper was doing as good of a job covering up the flavor of Everclear as Coca-Cola and Pepsi do. But it absolutely does. Yeah, like, Dr. Pepper is absolutely on the same tier of, like, just covering up the flavor of Everclear as Coca-Cola and Pepsi, which are the two front runners for mixers right now, in my personal opinion. Yeah, overall, I mean, like, I gotta admit, a solid drink. Yeah. I'm really getting no sort of Everclear taste at all, no sort of Everclear flavor or taste. What I am getting is Dr. Pepper, sugar, caffeine, and a buzz. And I am feeling an alcohol buzz right now. I am thoroughly enjoying my alcohol buzz right now, I will acknowledge. So certainly no complaints on my behalf. I just thought it'd be funny to sit still and stare into nothing for a second there. You know, only the biggest baller moves here. But yeah. No, solid beverage. Solid drink. Do I like Everclear and Dr. Pepper's? I'm going to have to say I do. This drink has honestly been a long time coming. Don't know why I haven't drank it sooner than this, because I like Dr. Pepper quite a bit. But actually, I do know the reason why I haven't had this drink, because I'd go buy myself a can of Dr. Pepper at like Dollar Tree, because I specifically really like the 16 fluid ounce cans they sell at Dollar Tree. I'd go buy myself a can, and then I'd drink it the same day, even though I bought that can for making this video. And I just kept doing this. So the last time I went to Dollar Tree, I bought 2 cans instead of 1. And that did the trick, because I had that 1 can yesterday, and then now I'm having another can today. Dr. Pepper's pretty good. I've been like low-key trying to cut down on my sugar, but or not my sugar, on my soda. But I've been enjoying Dr. Pepper a lot. So it just kind of be like that. Only the biggest ball of moves here, you know what I'm saying? I'm buzzed. I am actually like a solid 6, 7 out of 10 right now. Cue the laugh track. I don't know how long that laugh track went, but it must have been for like a minute kind of thing. Or for longer than one would think. Like an awkward amount of time is probably how long that laugh track went for. Maybe. That's all in post-processing, so. I am actually quite buzzed, though. I'm going to actually kind of give myself a breather, because I'm actually pretty buzzed. Like, I'm not going to lie, y'all. Everclear and Dr. Pepper's are not to be underestimated. Not to be underestimated at all. How much sugar is in my Dr. Pepper? It's got 52 grams of added sugar with 53 grams of total carbohydrates. Only the most sugar for my mixed drinks. I'm just kind of rocking back and forth. I am quite buzzed, yeah. Like when I said like I'm a 6 or a 7 out of 10 on the buzz scale, I would actually say that's about right kind of thing. Like a really light buzz for me is like a 2 or a 3. Like a medium buzz is like probably like a 4 or 5 or 6. And like a 7, 8, 9, like that's 7, 8, 9. A 7, 8, 9 is like heavy buzz, and I'm like on the cusp of like getting having a heavy-ish buzz, so I'm like a 6 or a 7 right now. So when I said that, like I wasn't joking, like actually. But yeah, no, this is a solid beverage. Is this a drink I would have again? Would I drink an Everclear and Dr. Pepper again? Yeah, absolutely. I would totally do this again, frankly, but I would totally have another Everclear and Dr. Pepper again in the future. It's a good mixed drink. It's one that I'm enjoying, and one that I would totally have again. And so I have absolutely no complaints on my behalf. Yeah. Yeah. I do want a little bit more of a buzz, though, so glad I have a little bit more Dr. Pepper with me. I don't have another can of Dr. Pepper, nor would I let myself have any more Dr. Pepper, because that's a lot of sugar to have in one sitting. But what I was about to say, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm glad I'm having this drink today. This is solid. What's the rating overall I would give this drink? That I do not know. I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10. A solid 9 out of 10, like a 9.3 or 4 out of 10. It's not quite a 10 out of 10, but it's still very good. Yeah. Excuse me. Is this my favorite mixed drink I've made with Everclear so far? I'm gonna have to say it is. This is better than an Everclear in Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Fanta, cream soda. This is better than an Everclear in Red Bull, Monster, carbonated water. Overall, I would have to say the tier list right now, the Everclear mixed drink tier list that I have in my head. Number 1, S tier, is Everclear and Dr. Pepper, and then right behind it, still in S tier, is Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Then after that, we're gonna have to go with carbonated water in A tier, and probably I'm gonna have to say in B tier we then have cream soda. We probably have I'm gonna have to say Monster as well, and then in C tier I'm gonna have to say we have Fanta. And then in E tier, we have an Everclear and Red Bull. Yeah. Definitely a little bit more of an Everclear flavor at the very end, but nothing too crazy by any means. Nothing too nuts by any means. Solid drink. Yeah, this deserves like a 9 out of 10. 9.3 out of 10, something around there. This drink definitely deserves that rating. In my opinion, at least. This is a very solid mixed drink, if I do say so myself. It's definitely a mixed drink that I'm enjoying, and just taking a look at my Everclear bottle, you know, we're getting through it. You started off, this bottle was completely full, and I've had this bottle for a couple weeks now. I want to say about a month now, actually, to be precise, as of the recording this video, and we're getting through it. We're making good time through this bottle, I gotta acknowledge. Gotta admit. No complaints on my behalf. None at all. How much Dr. Pepper do I have left? I think I probably have like 3 sips left. That's just kind of what it feels like weight-wise. So I am gonna pour myself another drink, but I'm gonna do a drink with a very little amount of Everclear. Not much at all. Like literally that much. Like really just not much at all. Just because I don't know precisely how much Dr. Pepper I have left. And I would say that was the right amount of Everclear to use, because I really did not have much Dr. Pepper left at all, frankly put. Yeah, overall, no complaints on my behalf. Got a good drink with me today. Poured the right amount of Everclear into my drink. And overall, it was a very solid time. The sun's setting right now. We're in... I was hearing a noise over there. I don't know what the noise was. But it was like a rustling. There's some leaves, so I'm figuring there might be something under the leaves or something along those lines. But, meh. I was like, is that a lizard or is that a bug? I don't know. Lizards are pretty cool, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, skinks and geckos and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, they're out here every once in a while. They're pretty cool stuff. I like skinks and geckos, I will acknowledge it. They're pretty neat animals, I will acknowledge. They're pretty neat animals. And overall, I mean, like, yeah, they're just pretty cool. They're just pretty cool. The buzz is definitely hitting, though, I can say. And this is definitely doing a good job of exemplifying it. Yeah, honestly. Is an Everclear and Dr. Pepper a thing I would have again? Is it a mixed drink that I would have again in the future? Is it something that I'm thoroughly enjoying having today? Yes, absolutely. I am thoroughly enjoying having an Everclear and Dr. Pepper today, and this is absolutely a mixed drink that I would have again in the future. No question in my mind. I would totally drink another one of these again in the future. Solid mixed drink that I'm enjoying to the fullest extent, that I'm very glad that I'm having today, and one that I would enjoy having again in the future. Yeah, I can totally see myself drinking more Everclear and Dr. Peppers in the future. No question in my mind. Yeah, no, this is solid. This is solid. No complaints on my behalf, frankly put. No complaints on my behalf. And, I guess another question I should probably answer before the end of the video. Do I really think that an Everclear and Dr. Pepper keeps the doctor away for another day? Well, I have no desire to go see my doctor right now, excuse me. I have no desire to go see my doctor right now. I haven't gotten any calls from my doctor during this video today. My physician, longtime physician, has been calling like almost every day to try to, sometimes twice a day, to try to get me in for an appointment. It's been quite a while since I last went in for a doctor's appointment. So they've been calling pretty routinely, sometimes twice a day. But I only got one call today. That was earlier today. I haven't gotten a call since. Usually you'd call right around this time. So yeah, no, I can't complain. I can't complain. No complaints on my behalf, frankly put. This does appear to be a drink that is keeping the doctor away for another day. And this is a drink that is very solid and is a drink I would have again. Frankly put, no complaints on my behalf. Overall, an enjoyable beverage. An enjoyable beverage to have. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, like Jesse Pinkman's cars from Breaking Bad are all pretty dang fire, frankly put. Like the Monte Carlo he starts off with on the hydros, on the hydraulics, bro, it's so sick. I would whip that any day. The Tercel, bro, so sick. I would whip that any day. And slight spoiler for El Camino, so just skip for like 20 seconds if you don't want to hear it. But with El Camino, with him having like the Land Cruiser at the very end, bro, I would totally drive that bro. The cars in Breaking Bad in general are such good picks. They're such good picks. They're so fire. But especially Jesse Pinkman's cars are so good. Like, don't get me wrong. The Pontiac Aztec is banger. The Pontiac Aztec is so cool. And Breaking Bad has single-handedly changed the entire world's perception of the Pontiac Aztec. That's kind of my take. Like before Breaking Bad released, the Pontiac Aztec was like a fugly, like SUV-ish thing. But now it's like this is the Breaking Bad car. Saul's car as well, like the Suzuki, bro. The Suzuki with the red door, I kind of want it. I want the Monte Carlo on the hydraulics. I want the Tercel. The Land Cruiser is sick as well. And Saul's car is pretty cool too. I feel like I saw a thread that somebody actually saved Saul's original car. And like now somebody actually owns it. I don't know if that's true or not. It might have been fake. I have no idea. But if that's actually true, that's super cool. But yeah, Jesse Pinkman's cars in Breaking Bad are honestly all so fire. They're all so cool and they're all such great choices. Yeah. I need to watch, what is it, Vince Gilligan's new show, the one where the one lady is unhappy but everybody else is like scarily happy. I need to watch that show. I've heard good things about it. So I need to check it out, high key. But Jesse Pinkman's cars are fire. They're pretty good cars. In fact, just all the car choices in general in Breaking Bad are just fantastic, frankly put. Excuse me. Like, I was watching a television show recently, and they had one of the characters, like, get in a car, and they were like, yeah, this is like the old family car, and then it, like, pans out to the exterior of the car, and it's a new generation, like, Toyota Prius. And I'm like, this is not the old family car, it's the newest Toyota Prius. This is like a car that released in the last 4 years. Which, not a diss on the newest Prius, by the way. I want to acknowledge the newest Prius honestly looks fantastic. It's a great looking car. It's the best looking generation of the Prius ever, in my opinion. Like, genuinely just such a Blade Runner car, if you ask me. Like, I really do think it just fits so well with the Blade Runner sort of cyberpunk aesthetic. The new gen Prius is fire, but you can't refer to it as the old family car when it's literally the newest generation kind of thing. I don't know. Could have also just been like a reference to a topic of the show, because the main character who said that is blind. So yeah, that could have been a reference to that as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, overall, Jesse Pinkman's cars, fire. The entire car lineup in Breaking Bad, fire, and they all go pretty in line with the characters, in my opinion. And overall, just great choices as a whole. Frankly put, Breaking Bad cars, sick as hell. And this drink I had today, Everclear and Dr. Pepper, sick as hell as well. Frankly put. Over a 9 out of 10. Not quite a 10 out of 10, but over a 9 out of 10. And I have, without a doubt, enjoyed drinking an Everclear and Dr. Pepper for the very first time today. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you guys have enjoyed watching, of course, like and subscribe. Check out everything in the description down below, if you'd like to, of course. And is there anything else I wanted to mention? Let me know what you guys think of this drink if you guys have had it previously. And to the next one, y'all. Stay safe and peace, and have a great one.